the general theme is how does it feel to be a hypocrite?
Right. Well, he sounds like a royal dirtbag.
I was wrong about something.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
If we can be with ourselves, if we can understand ourselves, we can love.
It's not my fault nobody can understand what you're saying.
Let's go while we're young.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, just introduce yourself and tell me what you ate for breakfast.
Let's try that again. Hey, good morning, Matt here. I forgot to push one of the buttons this morning. You know, I'm just trying to look and make sure everything's working right. It says I have audio. I don't know. I guess I just have to trust that it's right. Yesterday it said that it was working and it wasn't. So here we are again, just trying to figure this thing out. And according to what I have, we're good to go here. So get your hashtag in, Shiny Brand, hashtag Shiny Brand during the live stream here today. And that will get us in the drawing here for prizes. And then let me give you the email again. I should type that out here too. But it's shinybrandgifts@gmail.com. So that's where that is. You know, it's funny, the technology, and when everything says it's working right, and then on the other end, it isn't. I read some stuff and did some research, and, you know, literally they just say that sometimes the HDMI connections, I guess, just decide they'll show video while inside the system it's working. They'll just show video outside the system and not audio. So I don't know. Whatever. But we are talking about, in my view, 6 skills to master, right? Like, if we can master these 6 skills, and how do you master something? I mean, they say 10,000 hours is what you do to master something, and whether or not that's actually legitimate or whatever. But I think the point of it is that if you spend an awful lot of time doing something, that you'll get really good at it. And so therefore it's in a sense mastering it, like whether that be you know, baking or cooking or guitar or drums or typing or you know, just whatever skills they are, that to become a master takes about 10,000 hours. Which is obviously quite a few years. In other words, just keep working at it. Just keep doing things, be diligent. And so these 6 things, if we're diligent and if we keep working on them, I think that it's just a crucial skill to have in life. 1 is consistency. We talked about Monday. 2, forgiveness, also Monday. Tuesday, we did self-discipline and mindfulness. And today we're going to do 5 and 6, which is gratitude and emotional regulation. The emotional regulation one is really interesting because this is kind of a combination of things that I assembled for this particular series, but a combination of things that I've just had in my journal. We talked about kind of how I journal, and it's just then it's things that I kind of go back and look at often, like not every day, but probably every week, and just go through it and, you know, do the checklist kind of thing. And the emotional regulation, I think, is probably the biggest challenge for just about anybody. And I think also one of the most important things that we can do is regulate our emotions. So I had to really condense that one because I have a lot of notes on that and a lot of studies. But let's get into gratitude. So build your day's gratitude momentum is what I call it. And that is basically, well, it is what it says it is. You have to do things to build your momentum, right? So express thanks at every opportunity, just a simple thank you at every opportunity, especially small, seemingly meaningless opportunities. just regularly telling people, if they hold the door, thank you. If they, whatever, if they put your dishes away, thank you. If just whatever the small thing is if they get you a coffee at work, thank you. It's really amazing to me. One of the things I'll even talk about this as part of this piece. I was in high school. I was, you do those tests. I don't remember what they were. That was a long time ago now, but what they call them or whatever. But you do the tests that say what you should do, and so many of those tests came back that I should be a detective, right? Because of my observation skills at all the details and just observing other people and observing people when I interact with them and things too. It's really amazing to me. You can do simple things, hold the door. You can, get out of the way when someone's at the convenience store or the grocery store so they can grab what they want. And they just don't say anything. They don't say thank you. They don't give you acknowledgement, nothing. It's perpetuated to a place that is just really quite disgusting, in my opinion. And it's something I think that we need to really get back to, is those seemingly meaningless things that we say thank you, just a real simple thing. And then also the people that are in your life more directly, be specific what you're thanking them for, right? Like, thank you for getting me a glass of water. Thank you for cooking me dinner. Thank you for filling up the car with gas. I mean, those things that, be very specific about what that is, and that will start, and that will also maintain your gratitude energy throughout the day if we do those things. The second thing is for gratitude, or B, as I have it in here for this particular situation, would be rename, refocus, reframe challenges that you face. So in other words, you're going to face difficulties, period. Sorry. The more you try to avoid stress, the more you try to avoid whatever, it's just not possible. It's not human nature. It's not the way anything works. You're going to face them. And so I say, find and even assign a name to one lesson, one silver lining that you find in those difficulties and those challenges, that if you put a name to it, if you reframe it, refocus it, those challenges, and you name it, you're going to find that it's a lot easier to shift your perspective to a positive perspective if you can do that. Let's get into emotional regulation, number 6 here on the 6 skills. So I'm going to preface with, before I get into specific ABC thing here, poor emotional regulation is going to lead to, period. It is going to lead to impulsiveness. It's going to lead to anxiety, and it's going to lead to conflict. Absolutely, period. If you do not regulate your emotions, or if you don't do much to do that, it's going to lead to things that are destructive, period. Strong emotional regulation stimulates resilience. Now think about that. If we can regulate our emotions, it will stimulate, it'll foster, or whatever word you want to add in there as an adjective, it will stimulate and foster that resilience, period. It will also stimulate and foster empathy. It'll help us to understand other people and kind of where they're at and what they're going through. So emotional regulation, A, identify triggers, because triggers is what gets us emotionally. Recognize situations, recognize thoughts that ignite strong emotions. That will prepare you to respond more effectively. That'll prepare you to respond with more logic and facts, rather than just, those things, impulsiveness, negative things to respond to. So B, engage in physical activity. Studies show, like, you can look everywhere, and studies show exercise, no matter what it is, even walking, even something very low impact and simple exercise, it's going to release tension, and it doesn't boost endorphins. You can look anywhere, it says it. That's just the way it is. So in order to regulate emotions, we should do something physical once or twice every day. And then C, use cognitive reframing. So we have to reframe these emotions in our mind, like challenge the negative thoughts. And a lot of these things, that these skills come back to, cognitive reframing, we could even say, but we have to challenge those negative things, viewing situations differently in a more positive way, and that'll help us keep our emotions more balanced, and I guess reduce emotional intensity and things like that. So there it is, friends. 6 skills to master: consistency, forgiveness, self-discipline, mindfulness, gratitude. Wow, gratitude, and 6, emotional regulation. So there it is on Wednesday. We'll see you Monday morning at 6:30. But first, let's give this thing away. A t-shirt again, shinybrandgifts@gmail.com with your choice and size. Congratulations, Lisha K. You are today's winner. So appreciate everybody, and keep the messages coming. I've had a lot of messages. People think I bailed on this whole thing. I'm just not doing it on my personal account anymore. I talked about that already, but so make sure that if you think somebody, if this is worthy and you think somebody can benefit from it, just share the YouTube channel. YouTube, these videos won't go away. Facebook, they will be deleting these live videos, but YouTube, they won't go away, and at least that's their policy as of right now. And that way you can go back and look at them and stuff as well. So have a fantastic Wednesday and a blessed Memorial weekend. Yes, I'm going to be here on Memorial Day at 6:30 a.m. We'll see you then.
You know what I just saw?
Who is this guy?
I call myself Podcast because of my podcast.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
So it's done.
It's done.